How's it going, guys? Ghostrick here. I'm tired as fuck, but we're gonna do this shit anyway. The fucking best intro. Got here Klepto with me. How you doing, bud?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Excited to be here.
Good, good. All right. Hope you're ready. These questions are a little ass, but we're gonna ask them. It's all good.
No worries, man. I'm used to ask questions.
I know, man. You deal with me on a daily basis. You already know.
Hmm. Yep.
All right. Very, very, very simple first question. What inspires you to make content on Bakugan? And Bakugan YouTube videos, whatever you want to talk about.
Good fucking question. Uh, first of all, the main reason why I started doing Bakugan content in the first place is because I was reminded of the past, and I was like,
Mhm.
dude, I love this. I searched up Bakugan, and I saw that there's nobody that really plays Bakugan anymore. It's like, if anyone does, they play it IRL, and they play, like, the new gen. I was like, the new gen's, bro, that's some of the worst stuff I've ever seen. And so I remember there was a console game that I used to play. I used to play it on the Wii and on the PS3, and I was like, bro, I got to get back to that game. So I started delving into emulating. I started working on that, and yeah, I mean, shit. I started changing the game. I started going into the files and making the game look interesting, giving it a new, vibe.
Right. Kind
I
of just
guess I got,
going.
yeah.
Oh, you're good.
No, I guess I kind of got traction from that. So I mean, yeah.
No, yeah, and you really did get traction. Kind of just going off that. How do you find the mods that you're putting into the Brawlers video game?
Well, uh, I don't really have mods on the game. It's more of a retexture, similar case to the texture packs that I have on Backward Project. It's like you just find a picture or an image that you want to put in the game,
Mhm.
and you just replace certain images. Like if I want to replace Leonidas as like skin texture, I could replace it with a chicken smoking that pod. I could do
Okay.
it. I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you want, just do that. What is that picture you had? It's the fish inside the chicken with the sunglasses, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I. Yeah.
I mean, that must take a lot of work to like get it all set up, and then the amount of stuff that you put in, especially with the hair, you're changing the characters, you're changing the Bakugan, all that. I feel like there's a lot of work that you're doing in order to get that in there.
Oh, 100%. It's not like I mean, sure, you could probably do the same process that I do in maybe 2 3 minutes, but to get the perfect stuff that you want and get it to be quality, and then you have to do it like 500 times, it's time consuming, and it's also one of the reasons why I don't really make that many more videos on the Battle Brawler series, is because it takes a while to customize it, and that's maybe mainly why I haven't been doing too much of it lately.
No,
It's
man,
because I always
that's
want to, yeah, I always want to change something in one of the videos,
mhm.
and it takes too long to do.
No, I mean, I could imagine just like playing the game enough. I feel like it's fine, but I could imagine trying to boot it up with everything that you've added, especially. Just feel
2,000
like
mods, by the way, or 2,000 textures. I'll have
I
you
was about
know.
to say, yeah, the amount of time does it take any longer time to even boot it up, or is it just seamlessly?
No, it doesn't take any longer to boot up the game by loading the texture. It just tells you how many textures you have, and it compiles them. So it basically takes maybe an extra second just to make sure that the game launches with the textures that you've given.
Okay,
So, yeah.
gotcha. Here's a good one. We know you've posted videos before where you react to people either playing Project or just Bakugan YouTubers in general. You feel like it makes more interest for the Project or any other Bakugan game that they're recording for, or do you think it doesn't really help out at all?
Well, for one, it definitely does help out because algorithm. That's just how it works, right? Like,
Mhm.
even though I make Backup Project content, not everybody gets the push notifications that it's a game. Mainly because I play other games than just Backup Project. I also play scary games. I play Minecraft. I play a lot of stuff. I play many things to push out to different people, and
Yeah.
that might be a problem, especially for people looking for certain content. So if there's someone who doesn't want any scary content, then hey, maybe YouTube says this guy does produce scary content. Maybe this person is too young and not eligible to watch that scary content.
Right.
So yeah, that's also one of the reasons because my most of my content isn't made for children.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of people come into the streams and they're like, "What is this game?" Even though it's been like what 3 years.
About 3 years, yeah, if I'm great. I mean, the YouTube algorithm, that's a whole different podcast. They can go watch episode one. Just trying to post different content instead of sticking the same one, it doesn't, in my opinion, help out because you get less views on, say, for example, scary games when you get more on your Bakugan video.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I will add is the reason I do react to other backer project content creators is because sometimes it really does infuriate me that people. It doesn't look like people try.
Dude.
Now, lately, some people do try, and that's nice. But I like to compare many new people, right? And I also like to give people chances. So when I see somebody new make a backer project video, when I look at their video and I'm doing it live or I'm recording whatever, I want to give them some pointers to put them in the right direction, same as me. Because obviously, if you got a microphone, you know how to edit, and you can make thumbnails. Everything you're missing is just the viewership. You're just missing the people. And
Right.
yeah, it was like that Hunter Z guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Makes amazing thumbnails. Not too good on the editing, but he definitely has potential, especially if he continues the route he's going. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he was making Bakugan videos. I was reacting to it. It wasn't too bad, except for the microphone quality. My Jesus, that was
Oh,
annoying the shit out of
yeah,
me.
that's annoying to me.
But hey, it's like I still think that's better than what Void is doing.
Mm.
Void definitely not a bad content creator. He's an upcoming one, not bad, but for one, he doesn't have a microphone, and that's crucial, especially when you're gonna explain and talk about all these different mechanics that you have in your deck. Because he keeps on making these deck reviews, and he doesn't talk about what makes the deck good. He probably just like does a lot of messaging. Which sure, I mean, people that are kind of tired want to watch your video. They're not gonna read that. They want to
No.
listen. They want someone to listen to. So
Yeah.
I definitely think that's a big problem.
No, yeah, I mean, I can understand that, but there's this whole thing going about he's gonna do a voice reveal at 1K subs, which I mean, that's cool and all, but what you're saying, it doesn't make the video understandable because first of all, he doesn't show the deck at all. He just goes straight into like a battle, PvP, whatever. We don't understand the whole deck, the process of what makes this card have to be in here and vice versa or something like that.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, it don't really
and
help.
also, what is this about a voice reveal at 1K? Since when do you need a goal to reveal your voice? Since when was your voice something you needed to keep private? That's weird to me, but I guess
I
it's
mean,
kind of similar to face reveal. I don't know.
that's what I heard. He was typing in the server one day because we were like, "How come you don't record your voice? Like, maybe I'll do a voice reveal at 1K." I mean, like, I guess you do you, but I mean, no heat against him. Ain't nothing against him, bro.
I mean, yeah, if that's what he wants to do, I guess, right?
Right? Yeah. I mean, he can do what he wants. It's his channel. I'm not gonna be like, you know what? You need to start recording your voice because we don't know what you're saying. No. If anything, I need to look at what I record at the first project videos I've ever done. I need to re-go back to those. Same.
Fair enough.
Kind of just speaking on project here. Initial thoughts, like what goes through your process? Like, how do you feel the game is? Anything you want to kind of like touch it up on, or
Um, my number one issue with the game at the moment is definitely the shop. I have
okay,
wanted to make videos for a bit now. Even though there's not much to make, I still want to make videos on the game. But it does infuriate me when I log in and the Bakugan that I need for the video are either one, not in the shop, or two, it's not in rotation for the next 2 hours that I'm waiting for it.
right?
And that really just grinds my gears because that means I'm gonna have to spend HSP for it to be in the shop and then buy it. And
Mm,
when I have 14k HSP, that's not an option. And especially when it takes so long to grind for HSP. I'm not a very
mm,
patient guy. Well, depends on what I'm waiting for. I'm not a very
right.
patient guy, especially in the Bakugan sense. because these are issues that have been said multiple times. Obviously, I would be very patient with someone who is working on it. But for all we know, this guy could not be working on it. He could be pushing season 3, and we're over here with the issues from season 1. He could be doing anything, right? That's what really infuriates me, because we don't know what he's thinking. We don't know what he's gonna do. That's what kind of scares me, and the reason why I'm not really a fan of this content anymore. So that's kind of why I gave up. The texture packs are what brought me back, to be honest.
Right. No, I mean that's what it bring me back. Cause you either got, for example, like if you're just looking for a straight ability card to finish your deck for a video, you got people that will snipe it with Gillian Cords, Flying Me, etc., etc. And then the whole, oh, I'm gonna charge you triple the amount for whatever this card is. I'm like, okay, I can just go to the shop, wait, and sit like you all do, get 1,000 HSP, bada bing, there you go. Makes no
Exactly.
fucking sense at all. Which, I mean, I get it, the hustle's real, but at this point, it's just a game. Let everybody enjoy the game, get the cards that they need. Don't sit at the shop. Some kind of like little troll. I mean,
Exactly.
bef-
That's another point, right? Like, why would you make a shop where people would obviously have an advantage just not playing your game and just sitting in the shop waiting for it, and then just making profit off of a card that is very high value, such as Gillian Cords or Fly Enemy. Now that is inflation on its highest right there, and it's really stupid. I don't know what Bakuda was thinking while making that shop. Like, what, maybe he'd have like 50 players maximum at the game. Sure, if that's what he
yeah.
thought, then I guess, right? But that was not the reality. That's he should have fixed that as soon as I made the first stream on the game, which got over what, 500 views, 1,000 views. He should have known this would have happened, and he has had
Like,
many chances to fix it.
which I feel like I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he will. Maybe he will. But I don't think he's gonna fix it. I think he's more worried about adding the Bakugan, adding more content to the game when stuff could be fixed, just like the shop. Maybe add another shop. Maybe trim down rotation. Add more selection. Something to really kind of just help out to help more people get stuff that they need. You know,
Mm.
something like that, or hell, even revert back to season 1. But that's a whole other discussion. Because season 2 ain't cutting it. All right. I already know your thoughts on this. Do you think the game is really balanced as people may think it is?
What do you mean? Like, what do you take into the terms of balanced?
Kind of just more like if a new player can come in and get a certain amount of Bakugan, but now you got people that have 500 Gs, 600 Gs, they've just been grinding ever. Do you think it's more balanced for somebody to be able to come in, just pick up a deck and be able to play, if that kind of just makes sense? Because they're just coming in blind, and then here comes somebody with like big, strong G Bakugan that's been grinding for hours. Do you think there'd be a way to rebalance the game to where everybody could be able to play as an equal playing level field?
Except for maybe, well, obviously this is gonna happen, a reset, right?
Yeah.
There could be a reset where those who have had the beta could get a certain reward for playing and for paying as well, like maybe a HSP boost or whatever it may be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, some sort of benefit. Now, if not, you could also level cap the Bakugan that everybody can get, right? So let's say you get a Bronzes from the shop that's free 10. The maximum he can go is 400 or
Right.
450, and you can't go over that no matter what Bakugan you have, or I mean, however high you bought him at.
No, I
So
get
something
you.
like that. I definitely think that could help in some regard, but that
Now,
also would ruin. I mean, it would ruin a lot of playstyles, especially the ones that have dual Hydronoid, etc. Because
mm-hmm.
how are you gonna have new Vestroya Bakugan have lower G power than Season 1? It's not gonna make any sense.
No, that is
I
true.
mean, shit. And new players that are going to be joining they're obviously going to be at a disadvantage, and they're probably
Right.
not going to be doing PvP in the first place. I mean, why would you? You don't gain anything from doing PvP except for lose rank points. Me
Right.
personally, I would just go Pyrus and just do PvE and apparently level up.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I would do. Uh, I mean, I don't know about you, but for me as a Ventus player, my Bakugan are not leveling up. I actually got surpassed by someone who got the game whenever that was. I don't remember when it was. It was a couple of months ago. Somebody
Right.
got the game 2 days before the stream, and they had already surpassed me in G Power somehow, even though I've played the game for a long while. And I asked him, "How did you do it?" And he said, "I had one Bakugan on the team, and I just kept playing. I just grinded for 4 hours on end,
Yeah,
and
no.
that's commitment. That's commitment.
It could be
Sometimes you just got to
me.
commit.
Also,
Yeah, that could be me either.
could be me, man. I feel like the whole grinding system could use a little bit of a revamp because you don't get much out of grinding whatsoever, in my opinion, per level, HSP, whatever you want. And you don't get either or. It's not a whole lot to really help out. I mean,
Yep.
if anything, I feel like maybe a little extra XSP, EXP. Yeah, let's just not remember English at all, please. Okay.
Copy that.
I'm just gonna go back and start talking my second language, Spanish. This is a Spanish podcast at this end.
I'll bet.
Fucking pendejos. Lo siento. Anyway, um,
Wow.
kind of just let me get your opinion on. We're stepping away from project. We're now moving into this lovely realm of Bloxugon. Kind of have you? I don't know if you've seen the new update with the whole starter decks. You pick an attribute, you play a starter deck. If you have, how's your opinion on that update?
I don't really watch out for Bloxagon anymore. Um, I don't really know how much I want to say about it, but I kind of lost touch with back or Bloxagon because I don't think they got their priorities straight.
Okay.
It's like sure you make an update, you make a new map. I hop into this map, right, and I'm excited to play the game.
Right.
But the first thing I'm greeted with is a bunch of NPCs, for one, that don't do anything. They're just there. So you've made an NPC of the devs. That's obviously really cool. But you're bringing in these people, these NPCs that, for one, don't do anything, and two, you're bringing in NPCs of people on the balance team. Now, what's this got to do with anything? So that was really infuriating to me, for one. Why are you focusing on that when there's some things in the game that you haven't even started with? Um, okay, sure. But if I look past that, you have a very cool combat system.
Yep.
You have a cool dev team. The dev team is very hardworking, very funny. I like Duck, and I also like the main two owners, Spark and her boy. Now, I'm just not a fan of the mods and the rest of the team. I just don't see them doing anything. I just don't understand what their job is. Sure, the mods may have a job, but what does the balance team have to do? All you have to really do is just use your head, and yeah, you could be your own balance team. And that's what I really like about Advanced Brawl. They know how to do it. They know what they're doing. They don't need extra help with some retarded calculations. But yeah, I've kind of lost touch with that game. Not gonna lie, I'm more excited to see what Julius is gonna put out. But that's not because I think it's gonna be a good game. It's just to see if he's gonna keep his promise.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I do got a question about that, but we'll get to that in just a second. More of the whole, I don't know, because you're still part of the Discord where they're wanting to add certain custom abilities for Siege, for whoever Darkest. In general, they're just trying to add special ability cards that were never shown in the show, never in the games or whatever. I don't know how you would feel about that, but I mean, they look okay, but I just don't know how they'd fare in with the rest of the game.
Now, if we're talking abilities, for example, Siege, I can see some exceptions, such as maybe like the Pirate Siege, he gets a plus 100 card. The Flame Sword, if that were to go to every attribute, if that's the type of custom abilities you're talking about, then sure, I would definitely accept that. But I definitely wouldn't accept an ability that makes Siege be able to, let's say, move cards. He can jump over to a different card simply because he's a certain attribute. Unless he's using a different attribute's power, then I definitely wouldn't be a fan with that. Definitely not.
Nah,
I feel like that would be unbalanced, and that would be against what the balance team is standing for.
yeah, I mean it's not exactly, but it's kind of like that. Like Fire Siege, yeah, he gets Flame Sword, but the others don't get something like that. It's more like Ventus does something with a battle, stuff like that. I mean, it's nothing
Yeah,
really
no,
just
I'm
plus
not
100.
really. I'm not really a fan of that. No, that would that would encourage more people to use them, but at the same time, he would just be even stronger. It's like it's the same as when Juggernaut gets Super Shard and he has two freaking abilities, and you have Saurus with one. It's like obviously Juggernaut is the most favorable one, and you got Serpenoid with none. It
Right.
doesn't make any sense. And if that is the case where Siege gets some treatment, everybody should get treatment. That's what I think, and that's not going to happen. Not everyone's
No,
getting treatment.
no, I
If
don't
that is
think
the
they'll
case,
do
then
that.
sure.
As far as
If
I'm
if
aware,
you
it's just Siege at the moment. Sorry to cut you off there.
No problem, but that's the thing, right? If you're giving Siege some extra cards just because you know how you can, then I think you should also give extra cards to every other Bakugan
Mm,
and give them a chance so that they can also be picked. Because Siege is a popular Bakugan. People like Siege. Why
right.
not give, let's say, I don't know. Let's just give Rataloid, right? He or
Yep.
Hinoid. They're not popular. They're not too popular. Why not give them something extra, considering their abilities are terrible? Siege's ability is pretty good. He can swap the gate card he's standing on, or he can get plus 100. That's not bad at all. And if that's the case, either remove Juggernaut's cards so that Siege can be special again, or give everybody a card. It's not that hard.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand where you're coming from. That's a very good idea. And then, especially on Advanced Brawl, not to kind of bringing this up or whatever, where they get every Bakugan's in there, normal ability and a fusion ability. I feel like that could be a way, but not the whole fusion ability part, because I don't know how it kind of fares in Bloxagon. Because Advanced Brawl is a little bit different in a different
Yeah.
format, whatever they're doing right there.
Yeah, I think Advanced Brawl's format's a little weird. I definitely don't like how you confuse, let's say, one of Mantris's abilities to then get his other ability. It's like you're wasting two cards for one. I
Mm,
definitely don't like that feature, especially when your opponent can just run free lightning tornadoes and outplay you anyways.
right,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Just fucking darkest. Let's just play three Jokers Wild, nothing but 400G Bakugan. Call it a day.
Yeah. You would know that. You would know about that.
I didn't fucking do it, but I might. Listen, next time we fight in Advanced Brawl, I just might. Score and Mortis only.
Okay. Noted.
No, that he's like, yeah, I'm never gonna talk to you again after this. You can just go away.
How'd you know?
I'm just a fucking mind reader, bro. I just know these. All right,
Alright.
all right. Listen, last kind of question here. You kind of briefly talked about Julius and Baki Blocks, kind of seeing where he goes. I know there was some issues going on, and you kind of explained it, but if you don't care, just kind of more explain in depth to the viewers that are going to be listening to this what the whole controversy is between Julius and Baki Blocks.
Oh, what I have against him?
Yeah, what do you have against him, or what everybody else has against him? Whatever you want to explain.
Well, I don't really have anything against him. That's number one. I'm just giving criticism, and I think that's a good thing. The more criticism you can have on a game and a person, the more you can improve. This is something I learned in the military, and I'm really proud that I got that with me. And that's if somebody criticizes how you are or what you're making is, that means that there's room for improvement, and he should take that as a compliment. If you get mad about the fact that, let's say, Hades Mark II trashed on your game because, well, it looks good, but can you even play? Obviously, that's feedback, and you got to be able to take that. If you can't take that, then you shouldn't be a developer in the first place. And not only that, but Julius is a very secretive person apparently, or he's a,
Mm,
as he calls himself, a completionist, or whatever it's called, a someone who doesn't want to show anything until it's completely finished. That's
right.
not that's not how a developer should work, especially when he has a Patreon fan base that he also has to provide content to. And I think that's a part of the reason why he fell. And that is, he lied to his Patreon subscribers,
Mm,
where he told them they would get good sneaks. They literally got PNGs. I mean, you could literally fake a PNG. If you're gonna give a showcase, you at least got to give a video. Uh, like I said, in multiple of my videos, most of this shit could be faked, and all of this is in
mm,
studio. We don't know how this looks like in actual game. Now, Julius as a person, he seems like a good guy. I've talked to him. He's all right. Nothing against him. I would literally be down to be in an interview with him. I don't even care. I have nothing against him. But I do have something against his methods of doing things. I don't
okay.
like how he makes excuses. I really don't like that. It's like I saw recently. I got a DM from somebody who sent me a picture of what he said in general chat, and he
Oh,
said
okay.
somebody asked him, "What are your thoughts on Klepto's new video?" Which was one of the Baku news, right? It's the most popular one that I got, 3.2K
Right.
views, and he said, "I think he's just a sad person that has literally nothing else to do." And I'm like, me dogging on your game, that's not sad. That's just, I mean, I'm just saying the facts. Your game is
Right.
terrible at this point, and you can't do anything to prove me wrong because you're not showing anything. Sure, your sneaks lately have been good, but this is what we were asking for before we left your Discord server.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have shown this a long time ago, and you decided to step up too late. And
So
now
basically,
he's actually showing sneaks, which is good, but he still hasn't shown any gameplay, which is the core problem. He
I
hasn't
see.
shown
Kind of
anything.
just more
This is
showing throw animations or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, throwing a throw animation, sure, but whenever he's in his own sneak peeks, you can see he alt tabs. Now, obviously, this is just so that he can play on his other account and throw the Bakugan or whatever. But we never see a fight commence
Uh huh.
or finish. That's my problem. Because
Gotcha.
if he can't do that, I don't think he can do anything. Sure, he's in a fight, but we don't know if the fight is actually connected. All we know is he's using cards. There's flashy effects, and nothing is happening. Sure, some G power
Mm-hmm.
is getting drained, but for all we know, that could just be an effect of the card itself, not even in the battle.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many factors that you got to take in with the fact that he's not showcasing anything. He doesn't even want to showcase an entire battle. If he can't do that, how can we trust him? That's my problem. That's all I have to say
No.
about it.
No, I get you. 'Cause, I mean, that would worry me too. You're not seeing any gameplay. Yes, you're seeing animations. Yes, you're seeing this. But if I don't know your game's working, why would I go out of my way to give support? Like, let me see some gameplay so I know exactly what I'm supporting and to know that it's actually a thing. Because for all
Exactly.
I can fucking tell,
Exactly.
it could
The,
be a
yeah,
cash grab.
exactly. And the fact
Like,
that like one of the devs even said it, like he said it. I thought this was a cash grab, but it wasn't. And I still think either it is, or the dev is just not retarded, but stupid. You've shown so many signs of being that kind of dev, and you're not really doing much to write it. You said you would make a response video to my video, still haven't done it. And yeah, I mean, how can anyone trust you if you can't even make a video that's 2 minutes long? It
mm-hmm.
shouldn't take you more than a minute to finish a video like that.
Yeah,
And
no, especially 2 minutes.
yeah, why would I, like you said, why would I support a project that has, for what I can't have any trust in that type of person. Yeah, I mean, I made one video. I remember I made one video on the game
Uh-huh.
after I was like, this game's awesome. And I rated his sneak peeks because I was tired of the fact that he was just sending pics. And then he literally called me out as soon as that video dropped, and he said, "So now you stopped meat riding or whatever.
What the
Now you're
fuck?
switching sides." I was like, "Okay, so if I can't say this, then you shouldn't be a developer. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but that's
you
not how
literally
it
just
works."
can't take criticism for literally trying to help out your game. I'm good. I mean, the meat
Exactly.
riding
Like,
whole comment was unnecessary, in my opinion, the way you're saying it.
yeah, no, I don't know exactly what he said, but it was something along those lines. And quite frankly, I don't really care. I don't take anything that he said personally because I know he doesn't mean it. He's probably just got anger issues. But what
Yeah.
really ticks me off is the fact that he says that I don't know what they have been through. Now, I know for 100% what they've been through.
Uh-huh.
According to one of the devs, uh, they got scammed. Now,
Okay.
how you get scammed, I don't know how you do, but they have been getting Patreon money. So, where is that Patreon money gone? If they're
Right.
still lacking funds to create the game,
Oh,
I don't
maybe
understand it.
could be going to his personal bank account. We'll never know. He don't really, as far as I'm aware, that I see people talking about. There's not much really said about anything on the Patreon. Maybe a couple sneak peeks here and there from what I see through your videos, because I'm not part of that server.
Oh yeah, oh my days. I got really mad about that. The recent Back in News video. He said
Mm-hmm.
he would show some very good sneaks, and the sneaks were apparently some finishers for Bakugan. And he posted one of the finishers in the sneak peeks channel, and it was just Drago shooting a fireball from the sky. And I was like, if this is what you're showing your like your Patreon supporters, why do you have any? Like,
Right.
it's not that amazing. Baku or I mean Bloxagon has literally done the same in a less time frame. And they've done it better. Still, I would love to see him prove me wrong. If he makes a good game, I'll play it. I'll even pay for the game.
Right, yeah.
But until then, he's not getting any respect from me, and as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't have any credibility.
Yeah, I mean that's completely fair, justified statement right there. Because I feel the exact same way. I'm not even the one going about looking at the game. Like you are more in depth with it than I am. Because first of all, I'm not in the server. I haven't even heard about the game till you made a video on it. So that's how bad I'm not even into that whole thing. Just
You're not missing much.
I'm about to say I don't think I am. The way you explained it, your videos show it. I'd rather just sit there, play Project or Bloxagon. I mean, Project right now, kind of a little downfall. Dev, if you're ever watching these, please, for the love of God, take consideration, especially on episode 2. We gave you ideas. Please take in consideration. That's all I ask. Help your
And
game
also,
out.
don't forget, criticism is not a factor to take down your game or dog on you. It is meant to be constructive, and it's something that you should be taking personally. And whether you want to take that constructive criticism with you is up to you. But just know that there's never going to be a problem with you personally. It's just the way you're doing things.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, me and you, especially, we want these games to succeed, have the best player base ever. Like, I just want Project to succeed, but the way it's kind of going, with no way of knowing when updates are coming out, we're almost waiting a year. Especially what the last one was up September, if I'm correct.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it's too long to fucking remember. If we can just get more in visual, like show us maybe some concepts, battle animation, stuff like that, just on Project alone, I can be a little hyped. Like I can see exactly what's going on, what you're doing. Which I mean, I get it. Whole one dev team. But at the end of the day, I'm literally playing another game that only has a one dev team, cranking out 3 to 4 updates in week. So I mean, I don't know what's going on between him and the other dev, but hopefully we can see a little bit more progress. If not, I don't know if people are going to support the game again, in my opinion. But other than that, that's literally all I got for you. Do you have anything you'd like to say? Feel free.
Sure. Okay. Well, I just want to say that all of these games, well, at least 2 of them, have massive potential. Hopefully, the developers can take the criticism that they've been given in this video, or whatever it is that you're gonna make this into. I mean, sure. If I get dogged on, if I get kicked from Discords, I don't really care. At the end of the day, criticism is criticism. If you can't take it, that just shows who you are, what you are.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, 2 of these games are amazing, and one of them is so far nothing. Yeah, keep up the good work, guys.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you again, Klepto, for taking time out of your day. I know you just got off a stream as we're recording this. Appreciate you coming in and doing a podcast with me.
Of course, man, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's fun to yap and vent a little bit sometimes.
No, I'm about to say, yeah, get your frustrations out. Like, hopefully, like I said,
Oh yeah, that
between
felt good.
episode 2 and this episode, maybe we'll see a little bit of change in the games.
Yeah. I guess I'll just go to the nearest kindergarten and my local bridge. I'll see you.
All right, that caught me off guard. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure I'll put his channel down in the description as you're viewing this at the end. Make sure you go show him some love, subscribe. $5, by the way, because I need the money. I've been saying Project wrong for God knows how long. I need the money so I can give it to him.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, my Patreon's down at the description below. Just donate me $5 on there. I'll give it to him later. Anyways,
Age is just a number, guys. Age is just a number. All right.
Fucking age is all right. All right, bye guys. I will talk to you all next time.